Hello, my friend, and welcome to this episode of A Call to Leadership. I'm Dr. Nate Saul, your host. I'm so glad you are here. Well, on this episode of the show, we're going to talk about one aspect of leadership, influence, that is so incredibly important, an X factor in leadership that truly drives and motivates relationships, creates bonds among the myriad of aspects of leadership and leadership challenges we face. This is the deepest level of leadership, the yearning for human connection, the yearning for meaning that arises within us. You know, we long to lead lives where our actions matter, where they resonate with a sense of purpose, where the bonds we forge transcend the transactional and ultimately lead us to the pathway to purpose. It helps us to eliminate disorientation, isolation, fear, and it's really a power to help others find shared purpose, kindling flames of that human condition that creates this journey together that is heartfelt. Exploring that potential within you, within me, whether it's in our businesses, whether it's in our families, whether it's in our personal lives. And let's embark for just a few short minutes on this show on a quest that calls us to ignite our spirit, our emotions, our minds, and reach for collective purpose. I really believe, friend, that collective purpose is the most magnetic, most attractive form of leadership. And if we're not top of mind with that, we're missing out. We're missing out on an aspect of leadership that has so much utility, so much value. I think about this every single day, whether I'm in my offices, whether I'm speaking with someone at home, whether I'm interviewing a potential new hire. You know, I have the first interview of all my new hires potentials. You think, Nate, and I think I might have mentioned this on another episode, it bears repeating. The standard traditional method is to have someone else perform multiple interviews until it gets to the person who is the decision maker. I've got it the other way around. I am going to do the first interview because I want to share the igniting sense of purpose. I want to hear how the individual who I'm interviewing is potentially going to be a best fit for this organization based on their desires. In fact, I just had an interview recently where I spent most of the interview simply asking, hey, what are your top motivators in your business life? Send those to me. And I had this individual send them to me. And I tell you, it was just beautiful, mirroring and matching a lot of the ways that we do business. It was touching in a sense of I felt connected. And that connection is so powerful because what it does is it says, look, we share in values, we share in mission, we share in vision, we share in direction. And because of that, if we can align the other areas of competence, of aspects of the work environment and the transactional pieces, the transformational pieces then bind us. And they bring us closer holistically together because we have a central desire to have some aspect of meaning that is transcendent above and beyond the actual mechanical work that's done, if you will. I've said it on the show before. We're in the tax and accounting business and advisory business, and my people are, and I say my people, my tribe, right? My team. We are in the love business. I always use that terminology because it's very stressful, and people need love. They need caring, and anytime that the mission to provide love, and love is many things. We'll have an episode just on love here. But love starts with patience and kindness. And so that is it's been called the foundation or the pillars of love, being patient and being kind. So anytime that one of our employees or our team members or our clients is not feeling the love, then we step in and say, okay, well, we gotta step it up. We got to give you more love. And I had a situation years ago where a client contacted me and said, Nate, I don't feel as though I'm I'm being taken care of as a long-term client, and I haven't gotten a call back, and I've had my paperwork up there for a couple weeks, and I'm just feeling kind of forgotten. I said, okay, are you sitting down? Yes. Okay, because you need to be sitting down for this. All right. Are you ready? Yes. Here's the problem. The problem is you've not received enough love. And the reason why I want you sitting is because everyone on the team who's responsible for your experience is about to shower you with so much love that you need to be sitting because it's going to knock you off your feet. Now, what do you think happened? Of course, laughter, care, because what is really being said? We see you, you're important, because people want to feel that they're important and that this collective sense of purpose involves them. This is so important. If you're not doing this in business, if it's not top of mind to whether it's your client, whether it's your team member, to be a purpose-driven leader, to first invite yourself to move beyond the traditional formula for success. Okay? Create an organization that's anchored in genuine human connection. That is your goal. Picture a workplace where employees are not just cogs in a machine, but they're vital. They're contributors. They're driven by this shared sense of mission. Imagine a culture where empathy reigns supreme, where it fuels creativity, where it fuels productivity, where it fuels fulfillment. Companies are all over that we can experience and talk about this with. For example, the Body Shop. They have such a profound impact because they align their organizational purpose with authentic human connection. Like, they build strong relationships with their customers. They drive sustainable growth, and the research supports this, friend. Companies guided by an overarching sense of purpose experience better team dynamics, increased customer loyalty, and enhanced financial performance. It works. It works in business. I can't tell you how important it is in my business that people know, whether they're an employee or whether they're a client, that we care. We care deeply about them. And that is going to start with you as a leader. And you're going to have to show that you care. And it can't be fake. It must be authentic. If you have a problem with that right now, you need to check yourself. Check yourself and find out how you can begin to truly look at your individual employees, your people, as essential elements of your business. You say, well, Nate, my people don't look at me as essential. They could leave any moment, go work for someone else. Yeah, they sure could. However, have you given them a reason beyond a paycheck to work for you? And with you, for that matter? That's really where the rubber meets the road. And as far as the organizations I am blessed to be a part of, my number one purpose is to provide a pathway for each of my team members to illustrate their genius zone and reach the purpose of meeting the mission, of illuminating the vision. Our mission: to satisfy your tax, accounting, and advisory needs so outstandingly that your joy becomes infectious. Wow, Nate. Putting the words joy and taxes in the same sentence, who does that? Not very many people. But I do, because the joy is really the relationship. Yeah, we can get the tax work done. We can get the accounting work done. We can get the advisory and the tax planning and all that done. And that's important. But the joy is these guys are here for me, to support me, to be my team. And it starts with you. It starts with you. And not just in the business sector, families too. The family environment is also a critical aspect of this vision. Within the sanctuary of a family, purpose-led leadership, it flourishes as a conduit and as a conduit for this deepest level of human connections. We have to seek, as leaders of our family, we have to seek a shared sense of purpose that empowers our families to come together around a vision that transcends individual desires. Imagine a family where each member feels seen, feels heard, feels valued, a place where love, empathy, compassion, they're woven together, friend, in this tapestry of strong bonds. When we align our family's purpose with common values, they nurture open communication. They nurture trust. They nurture resilience. And boy, don't we need it. We need it in our families today. And everything that's going on in the world right now with the depression and the bullying and all of the noise, the craziness, the anger and the hate, the narcissism, the toxicity, all of that. We have to prioritize our shared sense of connection, our shared experiences and united vision. And as leaders of our family, we have to unite around a vision that's compelling, that is worthwhile, that's achievable. So we can create a nurturing space where love and belonging thrive. This is where the rubber meets the road. So what do we have to do? We have to prioritize. We have to get off our phones, we have to turn the TV off. We have to actually invest and engage in our families so that we can have a strong connection founded on a shared sense of purpose, which will contribute to well-being emotionally, spiritually, mentally, flourishing psychologically, a lifetime of cherished memories. Wow. Wouldn't you like that on your epitaph? And that looks different in different families. I know I haven't always been there. I've been absent. I've been sometimes absent physically. Sometimes I've just been absent. Even though I'm there, I've been absent. Have you ever been that? This is where we say we're not completely engaged. We're not fully present. But my family deserves my full presence. My family deserves my 100%. They deserve all of me. I would give all of me in a business meeting. I would not have my phone and out in a business meeting. I wouldn't be checking my text messages or voicemails while I was in a business meeting. My family is infinitely more important than a business meeting. Yet, do I give them all of me with a shared sense of vision for unity and connectedness? It's work, and it's work that is worth every moment that we invest. And not only family, but even our lives, our personal lives, within the depths of our own existences. We need to discover our personal sense of purpose. We need to unlock this connection, this profound connection with ourselves, with the world around us, with our spiritual journeys, with our faith. As we uncover our own unique gifts, as we align them with a purpose greater than ourselves, we can embark on our own transformative journey of self-discovery. We can think about the silence sometimes of our own lives, to just be still and embrace our purpose, empower us to contribute with meaning to the lives of others. By finding and living our purpose, we can tap into an inner wellspring of fulfillment, of joy, of connectedness. And research demonstrates this. Individuals who live purposefully have higher levels of well-being, have greater levels of resilience, are overall have greater life satisfaction. These are the frameworks for connection through shared purpose. What I've done to do this at times, an example, is simply prayer and meditation, reading and quietness, quieting my spirit, quieting my soul, reflection. Every morning, I go on a little walk, and I go on a walk with my dog. In fact, when we first got a dog, I have to be completely honest and transparent here. I wasn't too thrilled about it. I was, but I wasn't. And the reason is, I'm a very efficient guy, and at the time, I was embarking on a new educational journey. I was getting ready to start working on my doctorate, and I thought, well, if I walk this dog every single day, it's going to be 20, 30 minutes of walking the dog, which over the course of the next 5 years, think about how much time I have lost in research or study or something else I could be doing. And so at first I lamented about it. But friend, something happened that was quite remarkable. As I began to embark on these morning journeys, and it was 365 days a year, sleet, snow, rain, whatever it was, 0-degree temperatures, we'd both bundle up. I began to find this bond I had with our furry friend, which was amazing. And another part was, it was a time of meditation, a time of prayer. It was a time of just quietness in the morning, whether it was brisk, whether it was summer, whether it was cold, whether it was raining with an umbrella. And it was just time to reflect on life. And I found it incredibly moving and personal, meaning-making. Just my time with God. And it was extremely rewarding. And now, many years later, I look forward to that every single day of our time together to simply just be. And this is what we're talking about when we're talking about just this idea of personal purpose that's developed through your own experiences. Sometimes it's through different ways. You could read, you could exercise, you could do something, you can garden, you can do a number of things, you can swim, you can do so many different things that are simply just your own personal time to reflect on the meaning of life. And through that time, I actually discovered something that was so important to me. I discovered that life is so precious and finite. You know, every moment someone has their unexpected last moment. Every moment someone ends the journey. And so every moment is valuable. This moment that we're sharing right now, you and I, this is valuable. This could be my last moment. This could be your last moment. Somewhere someone is having their unexpected last moment. So cherish the moments because they're meaningful. Whether they're alone, whether they're with someone who you're building a relationship with in your business, in your family. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about kindling the flame of human connection through this idea of shared purpose. It is an X factor of leadership because our capacity to help others find their calling that walks alongside of our calling within us, whether it's in business, whether it's family, whether it's personal life. Our purpose-led leadership fosters the deepest possible connections. And this cultivation, whether it's in the workplace or whether it's at home, whether it's in community, is infused, when it's infused with empathy, with innovation, this idea of what can be in progress, when it's families bonded by love, by understanding, when it's our personal lives, when we imbue it with self-discovery, with authenticity. I'm telling you, friend, together we will forge a world where human connection thrives, where each individual's unique purpose melds harmoniously in the service of a greater good, to serve one another. So as you step forward in this journey, I would call it a sacred journey. Let your heart be an emblem of courage. Let it be an emblem of hope, and embrace your power to nurture the human connection through purpose-led leadership. Dear friend, for therein lies the true essence of our shared humanity.